Hey guys, welcome back to Clockwise Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Let's dive right into it here. Looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pretty much holding true to what our idea was when we talk about market structure. We talk about what's next for Bitcoin. As you know, that pretty much sets the framework for everything when we talk about, price action for other altcoins. But here, looking at these charts, it's still remaining within our descending triangle. So nothing's changed. It's still within this triangle. I do expect a break below, retest, and to continue lower. And that has, really been our idea the entire time. I think that this is a false bottom. Right now, we are consolidating, though. So it's just consolidation, nothing really happening. Just staying with the past, I would say the past 2 weeks. It's really been consolidating. It did shoot up to 20,000, 25 on some. If you look at some exchanges, it did hit 20,500, but here on this chart, it did hit 20,400, and it's been pulling back ever since. Now, we weren't phased by this. We pretty much left our charts as is. I know you guys have been bugging about Technical Tuesday. Sorry, I was traveling, but we are back, and I wanted to really go into our bias here briefly, and Bitcoin is below 19,000 again. It's not below 19,000. Sorry, it's below 20,000, flirting around 19,000. So with that being said, I just want to break below 18,000 again, clearing 18,000, falling, retest, and continue down. That's exactly what we're waiting for now. It takes patience, but I want to see a break either way. So if I'm wrong, let's say I'm wrong. Okay, let's even talk about me being wrong. If I'm wrong, and we break above, so at this given time, it will be breaking above 20,000. For whatever reason, if we break above 20,500, for whatever reason, we break above 20,500 and we just spiral out of control. We break above, I want to reassess because like I said, I am bearish until we clear 25,500 at this given time with this current price action. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's kind of my bias here with my technicals of Bitcoin. I got your messages, guys, and I'm that's everything stays the same. Nothing changes. So people think like since crypto fear greed changes, right? The meter changes. I don't change with crypto fear greed. My bias remains the same despite whatever it says on there. So extreme fear, I'm not changing my bias even if we go to fear. If we go up a couple point to end up in fear, I'm not changing my bias because of that. I'm looking at the market structure. I'm looking at economic conditions. I'm looking at really the overall temperature. So this gauges the temperature, but I'm not changing my analysis based solely on crypto fear greed. This is just a confirmation as to where people are at psychologically. But looking at some news here, Bitcoin price and Ethereum prediction. Bitcoin can pump 50% if it holds above this level. That's what they're saying. You guys know how I feel about this. I do think Bitcoin's falling down. I do think that we will create a new bottom. I think today they announced interest rate hiked again, I believe. So I think I can just look at this interest rate hike. I think today they recently just announced this. Set to raise by 0.75 points. They made this decision again. Like, I don't think there's much of a scenario where we are, looking at anything that's bullish. Like, I don't think there's anything left that could really dictate anything otherwise. The Fed officials so desire to slow down hikes. They're saying that, pretty much that this is impacting everything. And so for this notion that big crypto's by itself, no, we're seeing that crypto is being impacted significantly by this. And I think it's strategic in my personal opinion. But looking here at Ethereum, this article here, Ethereum price won't go down quietly. Risk of bounce grows. So everyone was amped about the ETH2 merge. I think it definitely was probably the biggest upgrade, the biggest, news that we've had all year in crypto for sure. But it did not equate to a bullish Ethereum. But there are people saying that it could hold. Me personally, I'm not buying any Ethereum until it's under $1,000. So, and that's contingent upon what we see right here. If Bitcoin does what we think it's going to do, Ethereum's going to go under $1,000. Okay, so that's just gonna happen. There's no way that doesn't happen. So Ethereum's record set first deflationary month in history as circulating supply declines. ETH merge has risen 3620 ETH with a negative supply growth over the past month, indicating Ethereum has achieved deflationary status, which is huge. So looking at this and what we've seen with Ethereum, I do think this is going to fall in line with everything happening in the market conditions, despite deflationary status. That's just my opinion. I do not think we're going to see some massive wave of Ethereum because it's deflationary now. I just think the market conditions won't allow that. So looking here, cool article, but I do not think that this is going to impact much short term. Long term, I do think Ethereum will be $10,000 a coin. Billionaire Mike Novogratz says these catalysts will launch Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto assets out of bear market. So what is he talking about? He's saying for Bitcoin, it's about macro, but for the rest of crypto and Ethereum ecosystem and other layer 1, layer 2 blockchains being built, what's built on top of them, that's inevitable. March just starting to change how we actually operate. So I think he is sharing some wisdom here, He's predicting that when the markets start looking up again, the crypto asset class will be favorite for investors. So I definitely agree with what he's saying here. I definitely think that we are just waiting for really an economic shift. Now, if you take a look at, I know I just sent my friend this article. So if you take a look at, it wasn't an article, it was a chart. And if you take let me pull it up here. If you take a look at crypto and what we've seen in the past, so really what we've seen in the past was Bitcoin market cycles. The bottom is typically in November's. They're saying the bottom is going to be about November 2022. Now this may or may not be true because the bottom was January 2015. The next bottom was December 2018. So, and then there was a halving. So this bottom, they're saying is November 2022, with the halving being April of 2024. Meaning, you guys will have an entire 12 months, a little bit over 12 months to accumulate before all-time highs. They're saying new all-time high would be about, give or take, about 8 months after the halving, which is April 2024. So you have almost 2 years to accumulate, guys. 2 years to accumulate. That's definitely something that I was looking at, when I look at, really what we're going to do as an accumulation strategy. One of the things we're going to be accumulating is this project that pretty much is being slept on, and that is HBAR. So HBAR is at 5 cents. I do think HBAR could be over $1 easily. Looking at HBAR, HBAR is actually more towards 6 cents. So in exchanges after fees and stuff, you'll pay 6 cents a coin. $6,000 gets you 100,000 coins. 100,000 coins going to $1 per coin is 100 grand. You literally just flip $6,000 to $100,000 if it goes to 100,000. If it goes to $1. So that's definitely something to look at. I am super bullish on this project. When I look at what they're doing, they're partners here. Now I know you're seeing Google and IBM everywhere, but one thing that you're not seeing everywhere is LG. You're not seeing T-Mobile. You're not seeing Boeing. So looking at, all the partnerships they already have, I just think that it's a no-brainer to not even at least give this a look. So look at Ethereum. I know the transactions per second this is based off Ethereum proof of work, but even looking at that, 10,000 plus transactions per second, average fee is less than a penny. It's insane. So definitely take a look at HBAR. I'm going to be actually covering HBAR a little bit more as we continue to really just talk crypto and continue to, get through this bear cycle. And I definitely want you guys to take a serious look at HBAR because I think a lot of people are sleeping on HBAR. It's not widely talked about. It's not the sexiest because, it's been around some time, but I'm definitely looking at HBAR for sure. So guys, hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do, and we'll see you soon.